welcome once again, fellow gaming fans. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of KONA. Here we are in Bédar's house, which is very much more tidy than the previous house we were in. But to be fair, it doesn't look like this one has been attacked by an ice monster. The La Chance's house was in a bit of a state, as were the La Chances. They looked fairly sort of, well frozen, really. So, we are going to continue our investigations. We've basically got our map, which isn't that one. I still haven't learned exactly where all of these are. Here we go. And our map shows us various addresses that we obviously need to, we've annotated as we go, with various addresses that we need to check out. So there's Bédar, and then there's Roy next door. And then there is a whole kind of close of them around the outside of the bottom part of Atimipek Lake. And we need to look at all of those, I guess. This is going to take quite some time. And eventually, I'm guessing, we'll end up somewhere up north by Hamilton Manor. But it's going to take us a while to get up there. We could go there straight away, I imagine. But what would be the point of that? Is obviously this is where our investigation takes us for the moment. So we'll put that away. We've already established there's nothing on TV. Hey, this is 1970. That seems quite likely to me. So, we're going around this place. We're going to go around here, this place like a strange sort of pyromaniac child, lighting fires everywhere we go. I was going to say, can I sit on the sofa? No loose change in the cracks. Okay, that it was not loose change I was thinking of looking at. This is very tidy. Enough food for rough times. Yeah, well, you know, rough times it is right now. That'd be a Bible, I guess.
Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here.
That is true, but we haven't been that far afield yet. Oh, look, it's an Etch-a-Sketch. How did they draw this? How did they draw the sun? I don't know. That is a good question. It's pretty difficult to do that. We've got a picture of the Pope
Good
there.
Paul VI, appearing papal. His crooked fingers gave the impression he was about to bestow a miracle.
What have we got on here? Attach wire. What? What? I have no idea why I would wish to do that. Okay, I think I've just found something that I'm going to need to do later on, but it doesn't make that much sense at the moment. What is that? Polaroid film. Okay, I'm stealing things here. There's no point picking up the phone. Every phone I pick up has got zero, absolutely zero reception, as it were. So, let's see. Attach wire. No, I don't. I obviously need something to attach. What is it anyway that I'm looking at? A pair of scissors or something? I have no clue. That's going to make sense later. So I think I just remember that it is there. There's some steak there. Okay. Obviously, Carl Faubert is quite fond of his steak. Let's look, see what that says. 100% bravo. Okay, I can't... It's a bit blurry to read that, really, but I'm not entirely sure. Inspect.
The empty cradle sent an eerie feeling down Carl's spine, as if minutes ago someone just grabbed the baby and made a run for it.
Well, they might have done. I guess it would be worse if the baby was still in there. I wouldn't want to have to take charge of it. What is this? That's just a cupboard. This is extremely dark. Do you know what? I have a torch. Thank you. There might be. This is the Bédar's bedroom, I think. With a dream catcher, which is kind of a northern Canadian thing as well. Does this say inspect?
Dream catchers originated from First Nations legends. They were used to trap nightmares.
Yeah, that much I knew. I think a Native American tradition. But, yeah, no cross over the bed here. Dream catchers instead, which is interesting. That is what? Sylvie's diary. Jean-Luc.
The Bédards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
Oh, okay. Righto. I never realised it cannot be the father of a child I'm bearing. Oh. Okay, well, she's not as pious as perhaps she ought to be. Maybe she thinks he can't possibly read her diary either, because if he did read this, he would know, wouldn't he? Keep this a secret when it'll be safe. Right. Okay. Dr. Burpworth start showing soon. Right. Okay. Here's face that's coming. Childish fate. Eternal damnation. Yes, it kind of is if you're a Catholic, I guess. Marie's very sick. Nothing about the evil growing as evil. Marie's suffering. Okay, the diary doesn't actually specifically say that they have left, unless that is not what I was actually looking for. I was looking for documents. There we go. Sylvie's diary. Unless there's another page. Right, Maria's recovered. There's something really gloomy about her now. She always seems so sad. Maybe she caught a glimpse of what dying's like. What she's at? No, a happy child because of me. Okay, we're heading to Lac Saint-Jean tomorrow to visit Jean-Luc's mother. Right. Okay. The situation is untenable now. We fear the worst. Right. What does that mean? It doesn't really tell me very much, does it? So, and this is Marie's room, presumably. So, they have one daughter. Well, no, they've got more than one, haven't they? They've got several children in the photograph. Let's just see, what's this? Marie's diary.
Shame that the family had bailed. Carl would have had a few questions for Jean-Luc, a close friend of Hamilton's.
Ah, okay. Unlike her, don't wear a long face when writing. Do love to write my thoughts about Martin. Who's Martin? I think she might be a teenager then. Just Romeo and Juliet. Yes, she's a romantic teenager or preteen or something. Lost appetite, can't sleep anymore. Ah, yes, right. She's poorly. Yes. I'm in love. Okay. Key. I wonder if he found the key I lost the other day. Yeah, it's for his dad's garden shed. Martin's dad's garden shed, and she lost it. Okay. And Martin's always been afraid of him. Right. The key fell in a burrow next to the shed. Ah. Okay. So what we need the magnet for, I'm guessing then, we need to attach a magnet to a wire and dangle it down a burrow to find a key. Oh lordy, this could be quite some quest, couldn't it? Okay, so I think we've probably pretty much found everything in here. There's no point leaving cupboards open because they shut themselves. Let's go out the back door. We obviously need to find this magnet from somewhere, but and we're also going to have a little look at, that wasn't quite my journal that I actually wanted to look at. Got quite a lot of notes in here by the look of it. Okay, the crash. Okay, looks like there's a load of stuff that we missed there because we haven't actually put anything. Ah, okay, maybe we missed some clues there. I've no idea. Looks like it, doesn't it? Cold mystery, bed our family home. But then there's a lot of other question marks, which are presumably other residences, which we haven't been to yet. So that's okay. And then, yeah, what I actually wanted to look at was the documents and Marie's diary. There we go. Which, yeah, dad's garden shed fell right in a burrow next to his dad's shed. So that's Martin, but we don't know Martin's surname, so we don't actually know which house we're going to find Martin. Or not find him probably, but find the shed and the burrow with the key next to it. So we know where we have to come back for the wire or whatever to attach to the thing. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just going to look to see. There is another. Oh, do you know what? I can't look at the map when I'm in the car, which is a bit crazy really. I should be able to, but I can't. Okay, here we go. So, Bédard. Oh, we need to go right to the Roy house. And I'm just guessing that that's probably going to be the right house, just because it would be realistic for them to be neighbours, to be friends and to play with each other quite a lot. So let's just head this way. And there's another post box there. That presumably is the mailbox of the house we're just at, the Bedars. So the Roys must be down this way somewhere. My goodness, I can't see a thing. Okay, I am not entirely sure that I am doing this right because... Okay, let me just get out again and look at the map because they were right next to each other and... No! They're not right next to each other. Okay, there really is this much space between them. Okay. Alright, yes. Really isn't feasible for a girl to... Yeah, and a boy to go massively far afield because this... I mean, I know in the snow it's even crazier, but... Alright, here we go. Is this it here? Yeah, it is. Just back up. My goodness, he doesn't even need to change gear to go into reverse. That's incredible. Okay, visibility is not improving any and I'm nearly crashing into the house. Let's just stop right there. Roy's house. Now, Roy will be the surname rather than the forename. They obviously had a dog. And presumably the dog is not still here. It's got a little curtain over the front of its little kennel, either leading over this way, leading me over this way. I'm not sure this is a good idea, is it really? Do I have a gun or something like that? That is a good question, actually. Not in there, I don't. Do I have a gun? Equipment. Equipment. No, I have a crowbar, though. Okay, I'm not sure a crowbar is going to be all that much help when it comes to wolves. The prints go this way, and so do I. Alright, and the prints are still there. Yes, they are, and there's the wolves. Thing is, will they run away or will they run after me? I don't know. I'm not too keen on the idea of... Wow, yes, they're running after me, I think. They're coming for me. Yeah, he's now afraid, as you would be. Holy crud. This is not good. He's now stopped running. But presumably, they are no longer on my tail. Good. So, here we go. We've fled. It's becoming too dangerous. More people live in North Manister to be safer there. Right. Becoming too dangerous. We don't need that. Okay, so, becoming too dangerous.
It was a classic Canadian house, except for the absent horde of kids that would normally be swarming about.
And people generally, there just aren't any. So, a cupboard by the door. Yeah, we need to light the stove, don't we, to save our game as much as anything else. And then if there's some wood here, we'll just grab one of those again. That's it. And then we've always got some to light the next fire. Okay, even if there isn't any wood nearby, but there probably will be. We know there's no point in picking up the phone. Let's try it anyway. No, nada. Alrighty, more matches. And we're not interested in the canned goods. Dried food. There we are. What lovely kitchen tiles. So, we've got another fled family. So these ones, like their neighbours, decided it was getting too dangerous and left. What was too dangerous, I don't know. They obviously thought that something was coming. As did the car that crashed into us. That was definitely fleeing also. Though whose car it was, we don't know. Alright, what was this book here?
Simone de Beauvoir, Claude Lévi-Strauss, Hannah Arendt, Roland Barthes. Carl
Well
was
read.
surprised by the literature filling this liberal-leaning bookcase. Could there really be intellectuals dwelling in this far-off land?
Evidently. That seems like quite the reading list. Okay, nothing in there. The people around here seem to have a serious fondness for canned peas. There's a note on the table, even. There's a chessboard as well, so we're definitely getting the impression of an educated kind of person here.
Just one more move and white is checkmated. Game over. It seems the game was abandoned right before the final strike came down.
Yep, looks like it. They just... something suddenly made them decide to leave. Let's see what this says. The fantasy, page 1. Somebody writing. We have a journal entry to go along with it. Matthew had yet to add murder to his curriculum. He was fond of new experiences, especially the most thrilling ones. Taking the life of flesh and bone individual. Okay. Slightly scary. Didn't have any particular victim in mind. Okay, so it's a... yes, it looks like someone's been writing. I keep doing that, and I don't mean to. So, my journal... nope, that's this one. Alright, let's just have a little look. It's a bit bright in here to really see what's going on. New journal entry, somewhere in here. Danger drives people away from the hamlet. The Roy's no exception, like this note left behind suggests. But also... he's writing some sort of book. Started to write some sort of book. Okay, that was the cupboard, wasn't it? Let's go check out what's this. That is another family portrait.
The photograph was snapped not too far from here, Carl noticed. The couple seemed to be very good friends.
How can you know it's not too far from here? You mean it's like right next to that door over there or something? Good friends, right? Okay, yeah.
The couple radiated something akin to lightheartedness, to freedom. Perhaps some people out there truly found a way to live happily ever after. A picture of Wilfred in his youth. Carl figured right away that the man must have been some kind of wildlife officer.
Carl must be some sort of genius or something. Okay, so, bathroom. There is a light bulb, but there doesn't look to be a light switch, so maybe we'll have a torch on the job. So can't seem to shut the door after myself. Open. What is that? Conopoly. Conopoly, you win if you pass go. Oh, that's, I see what he means there. Okay, yeah. Conopoly, that's very local. Anything in the drawer? There's some matches. He seems to have an infinite inventory capacity for matches. Did they take their goldfish with them too? Because they're not there. Novel page 2. Okay, right, the fantasy page 2. So, who's writing this novel? The person well, I assume it's Mr. or Mrs. Roy is writing the novel. This is their room. Presumably their kids had these rooms here. Oh, this is actually a little sitting room. What is this? The fantasy page 3. Okay. Joe I can't actually read that. Dasa, I think. Very 70s. And this is another page of the novel, right?
A murderer's diary. Carl's detective training compelled him to write some excerpts down. What sort of monster could give life to such a bizarre
tale? Yes. It's true. It is a little bit worrisome. It is a kind of thing where you just think, well, is the writer of this tale, writing something that's happened to them? Because it sort of seems a bit like so. Okay, anything else for us to see in here? And he's just leaving it all the way around the house, so his perfect marriage may not have been quite what it seemed. What is that? Carl's inventory is full. Shame, because that's bullets. Oh, that's brilliant. Now, there we go. Okay, so we haven't got a log, but presumably we can pick up a log. We might have to discard something in order to pick up a log. But, okay, so these two did not have any children. So the children there must have been, yeah, the child there must be their friend's child. Okay, we don't need that anymore. And there's no shed here, so this can't be the Roy's house, can it? It can't be it is the Roy's house, but it can't be, that's a cupboard, not the front door. Don't. Okay, let's just sort of save this here. Yeah, so this can't be the house of Martin, the kid with the shed with a rabbit hole with a key lost down it. So this family also disappeared. Right, that is not what I meant. We want the map. Oh, on the map, we've seen the Roys, or the Vedars. There's a La Chance house if we turn left up the driveway and go a little bit further up. La Chance's house is, of course, the general store. We've been there. So we probably want to go up the road to the left until we get to the close that goes around the southern part of Atamipek. I find that so difficult to pronounce. And then we've got the doctor's house, which might give us some clues, as well as quite a few others. So we'll head in that direction, I think. We need to look out for a turning on our left, which will be a little way up the road. Past the houses we've already... There's a bed out. Lead to... Whoa! I can't actually... really see, this is quite alarming, I can't actually see the road really. I can sort of see some tyre tracks. Whose they are is... looks like we need to park at the bottom here. Okay, here we go. He always leaves the thing running. It's like he expects to have to leg it at any moment. Which maybe he would have to, I don't know. I'm hoping at some point, Dr. Beaupre's clinic, I'm hoping at some point that I'm going to be able to pick up some more carrying capacity, because we're going to seriously struggle if we can't pick up more than we currently have, because it's pretty difficult to light the stoves that we need to make our progress if we can't pick up logs, which we can't because Carl's inventory is full. No key there? Yeah,
Finding a locked door in the country is not that big of a deal. Carl knew a key had to be hidden nearby.
Well, there's something there. That's a medicine bottle, I assume. In there? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Oh, there's a note on the door.
In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office.
Not much.
It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop.
It's a bit shaky. Okay, here we go. Parti pour une urgence en vie. Oh, right. So the doctor had left for an emergency case, but the doctor... Oh, in town. So he's gone to a different town, I think. Let's get the translation
There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick.
If he dies, I won't be returning. I'll have to replace him. Right, so that's what happened to this doctor. Let's get the torch on the subject, because I'm not sure. Does he have a light switch in here? You would think in a doctor's surgery he would have electricity. But I can't see a light switch. Okay, we need to start a fire. How do we do that with no logs then? That's quite interesting. I didn't actually have any logs in my inventory, but hey. Okay, so let's see if there is... There doesn't appear to be... There's a medical screen and there's a weighing machine, but other than that, no, it doesn't look particularly like a dispensary. He has one of those big mirrors that they used to wear on their heads that made them look really weird. But I don't see any light switches at all. Or electric lights. No, look at that, he's got an oil lamp. Whoa, how bizarre.
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict.
No doubt it could.
Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
That would depend a bit on the doctor, wouldn't it? And whether he had access to anaesthetic. My nightmare. Oh, you don't look that fat, really? I think a scalpel is a little more scary than a pair of weighing scales. I'm looking down at some fairly skinny legs here. I wouldn't have thought it'd be a very nice... Oh my word. Yeah, you're not kidding.
Someone had lost a few liters of blood here. Carl's first thought had been a lumber accident. Someone's hand cut by a saw. Or a hunting accident. In any case, whoever had lost all this blood couldn't have gone far. Perhaps they were already dead.
And the doctor has not cleared up afterwards. Which is fairly crazy, really, because you would expect that they would have. And that is a first aid kit. Very nice. Well, this would be the place to find one.
A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
That's fine. I have no desire to inspect it. Now, this this diary might be furthering our Communist Manifesto.
A Communist Manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book?
And leave it in a really obvious place on the top of his bed. No wonder he kept his doors well locked, and he obviously wasn't expecting anyone to come in because his door was, locked. So, here we go. Look, we've got something there, painkillers.
Dr. Beaupre had done his medical studies quite far from here. He
Montreal.
was surely one of the first students out of the new campus to settle on the mountainside.
Read medical files.
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine.
Back then. Hello, we're in 1970. Back when? Okay, medical files. This is probably highly legally dubious. Unknown woman. Never did quite catch her name. Men called her Laura. She had neck wound. Oh, it's her blood. So much blood. Bullets had done a lot of damage. Hitting her cerebellum. It's hopeless she had a cardiac arrest. Men have found her like this. I doubt it. In a small town like this, it's usually best to turn a blind eye. Okay, being told to step back from... Okay. From sending out death certificate, the whole thing sickens me. Right, so something dubious there. No medical explanation whatsoever can explain why old Rosar is still alive. As we in the trade say, the only way to cure him is to kill him. Sylvie Bédard, all of her symptoms point to say, yeah, she's pregnant, she refuses it, she denies it, willing to bet her husband's not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, or she'd have an illegitimate child and syphilis on her hands. Nice! Small town blues.
There was no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
Haughty, can't be cured, chronic foot pain, can't walk long distances, rich, I'll cure him of that one day. Okay, so that's it. And then we have got a picture of Sylvie Bédard there,
doctor,
I think.
Flanked by his beautiful spouse. Pure happiness, captured on cardstock.
Well,
Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes.
We've got a picture of her.
Was it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border?
Yep, because that was a photo of her in the car that we found.
The injured could be recognized by the large stains of red. An informal nickname given to Merbromen, smudged all over their injuries.
Okay, looks like we've got a cupboard or two to inspect here. Just to see if we can find, for example, a magnet. Though I don't see why we would in a kitchen cabinet. Probably not closing the doors, then can't get into the upper one. No, there isn't anything there. Okay, we may have seen everything here. Seem to have opened pretty much everything, unless there is. Yes, so that is not openable. That is locked, and presumably he's probably got some sort of a garden or shed or something outside. That goes through to what exactly? Does he have a garage or something, or is that just his back door? That is just his back door, isn't it? Use the other door. Yes, that's okay. He's got a woodshed here. I don't really need my torch out here, do I? He's got a woodshed out here, and it's not got any wood in it, and a toilet. And I will just go and check it out, because you never know, do you? There's an awful lot of pill bottles all the way around here, and just general bits of rubbish. This looks like his litter bins have been scattered. Yep, the wolves. The wolves, they are moving in. They've scattered his litter and knocked over his bins. So the wolves already seem to know that there is nobody around. And what is this? We can take a lantern. Okay, fair enough. We will take the lantern. Alright, so that's the doctor's house. I don't know if we discovered everything that there is to find here, but we're out of time, so we're going to leave it there. And we'll come back to it. Use the other door. We will come back to it next time. For now, I'm going to head in and get get warm again and save my game. There we go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do the usual, hit the like button. Also feel free to leave me your comments, and if you played the game, let me know what you think of it, and I do hope you join me next time we play KONA, or check out what else is available on the channel. Until then, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye bye for now.